My piece autobiography. It's a documentary video that I'm showing. And it has things to do with numbers. Those numbers are a real number and they represent, I think, my life, my biography. So those numbers are taken from my bank statement that I was collecting from 2003 until 2007. It has the date, the time, and the certain amount of money which is in my bank. So I paint them and I wear that costume and I go through some different places in Sharjah, in Dubai, and the malls and some banks in the street. So it's, I think, a way to educate people about the conceptual art, about the performance art. So they were asking like silly questions, and some of them, the kids, they did love it, and some of them, they really call me Spider Woman. So I love the reaction from people. And at the end of the day, I think I represent us as a human being, and then transfer to just numbers, like we are really numbers. We don't have like an identity anymore because it's all about number and about money. And so as an artist, I think it's our job to represent what we're feeling and what does affect us as a human. My system in this piece is about changing the letters to numbers. So I start with, for example, letter A is 1 and B is equal to, until Z is equal 26. So I wrote those sentences that is, I think, my philosophy in art and my thoughts. So for me, is art what you think, what you see, not what you think. And then I changed those letters to number, and then I took each two numbers as an X and Y. So I draw each number, and then two numbers will make like one line, and then you will have different shape for each sentence. Those drawings are what I make after doing the study and the system behind each sentence that I wrote. And I'm going to paint them with some colors. At the end of the day, I can feel it that there is a big gap between the artwork and the audience, so I don't want to give them another reason not to understand my work. So using colors sometimes will attract people to go through the system or to ask some questions, and then we'll have a conversation between us, the artist, and the audience. When I was asked to bring personal object, I really thought about this piece. It has things to do with me as a person and with me as an artist. So it is white, and I think I have very white heart, I think. Plus, I'm a very honest person, so I think white represents me as an honest person. Plus, it's very sharp, so I think I can say whatever I want, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feeling. If I'm going to show this piece, it will be like that. And then people can look around and understand the piece, because it has something to do with the math and system. Okay, so I think this is my baby.
I like the viewer or the audience, when they look at my artwork, to go deeply, to explore deeply what the personality of this, even it is a plastic cylinder, but it is a transference, which it is, I can see, if I can see the inside, but unfortunately you cannot see what inside this human. And this is give you my human being like a mystery. It is so you cannot know anything about them. For me, the burqa is just a symbolic about the mask, the people, the human, anybody is wearing when he communicates with the other. Sometimes you deal with the boss or with the manager, is totally different, and the feature of your face is totally different when you deal with your family, when you deal with your sister or with their children. I did my project Value Lost when I was doing my graduate master in England, and I would like to do something new, and I decided to take my camera and just go in the street and take a photo of daily life, people moving, people shopping, people sitting in the garden, anything, just random photo. And then I discover about the economic crisis, and it was really big things there that really touched me. And the challenge that I face is how to change something like, something solid, something, like economic things, and to be like a beautiful object, it is art. I discovered the plastic bag. I took picture for the rubbish on the street, and I saw them, it is like a sculpture on the street, because there is color, there is shape, and they choose their gallery. It is the gallery of them, it is street. And every day, I spent the whole year, every day taking picture in different time, different season. It is my reference, to be honest, for my subject matter. And this is, as an artist, it's good to have reference from the real life, the day life that there exists. The bronze sculpture that I did, and it was casting, the shape of it is a plastic bag. I transferred plastic, which it is quite, it is heavy, there is no value for the plastic and floating everywhere, to be as sculpture, which is heavy and there is value on it, and it is white. So somehow it is to change something no value to be a value. This plastic bag as a symbolic of about a human. And the human, for me, there is value in the human. There is, it's not something we threw it. No, it is a human being. So my sculpture is as a symbolic to show the value of the human. Also, in the wax painting, there is Arabic calligraphy I add. And also I stitch with the plastic bag, but in different way. This time you can see there is a plastic bag over the wax painting. And also I wrote some poem in Arabic calligraphy, and the writer, it is Egyptian, and his name Hafid Ibrahim. And the poem is talking about the same subject matter. It is about the economic crisis. I added this poem, but I wrote it upside down. Because somehow the artist, he has his point of view, He doesn't want the people who know to read Arabic calligraphy to read it direct, to understand it direct. So I wrote it upside down, first to not read it direct, and also to give somehow some artistic. This circle, I think, is present me in another side, maybe the side that people, they don't know. She know my mood, she know my feeling, she know my emotion. So that's why, even if I looking to be outside, but she pull me and keep it me inside it. And I think because she understand me more than the others, she observed my emotion, my feeling, and all the kind of mood that I have. I think it's present me the other side of my life.
This most time what I do, I try to capture the moment. You know, you don't know for what you might use. You might sometimes like you end up what you're doing, what you're filming, and you go back to watch it. And the result, what is coming up, it can be a great project. So enjoy the moment. We'll be going up using the stair. We'll go to the place which I did shot my film, Memory of the Place. This house is called Beit Shamsi. So artists from different nationality, they come over here, they do their painting, and also this area has a big courtyard, which is perfect place for any kind of activities, and artistic activities, workshop, artist gathering, and which we do that. And events going on, and when the events going on, why not take advantage of it, record it, and show, like, you know, do something with it, create a piece of art of it. And that's what I love this area. Any events happen, I try to bring my camera, my video, and record. Just record. You don't know what might come up with it. I'm glad also I have my assistant over here. Sometimes I need assistant documenting, like, you know, or actually recording, you know. وهذا زوم ان زوم اوت زوم ان ما هني يكون. اوكي. والزين وهذا يوم تبي تسكر التصوير. وحماد يصور حضرتك. اي خلاص. لحظة. الزين نحن الناس اللي موجودين نصورهم بعد. In the UAE, the life is changing very fast. And if we talk in the construction way, if we talk in the design of city, if we talk in the building, it's changing very fast. It's new towers coming up. So the change we see it in a really short period. And also when I look at it, it tells me the change that I'm seeing in front of myself. I might not be recognizing, or, like, you know, not really paying attention to it. But the image, it captured the moment, the time that I was over there, or that period. Then I compare it to what I see at the moment. From this spot, two things is very beautiful. You see the old place, and you see the modern life now, and how the construction has changed also. And from the water side, we see, like, you know, the shipping, the trade in past, they used to be, and it's still going on. It's very interesting. I hope that will keep, like, in the way we have it at the moment. You don't know, the life is changing very fast. But this, the boat, you know, still they use it to do trade, going to, like, to India, to Africa, going to Iran, to all the neighboring country, to Kuwait, to Bahrain. For trading, it's still the system you feel is, like, you know, it's old system, but it's nice, it's beautiful. And just like, you know, simple shot, seeing over here, there's so much going on over there. Just we need to spend time over there, and enjoy the moment. While we're enjoying the moment, create something. My film, My Way. I shot it when I was actually working in Al Ain, but living in Dubai. The distance, actually, if we talk about between Dubai to Al Ain, is around 135 kilometers. My journey from Dubai to Al Ain, I loved, actually, especially the My Way. So for many reasons. Visually, if we talk about the change of you see it, the movement, the bridge that across you, the trees surrounded you, the fog that make you to see the surrounding system of yourself completely if there's no fog. But in other side, if you talk at it conceptually, the fog itself takes you from a location to other location. One interesting question one of my friend asked me, he's also from UAE, which is supposed to be, like, you know, familiar, the area you use it. He asked me, Khalil, where did you shot that film? I saw a UAE flag. So it was really interesting to ask me that question. He thought that I filmed that film somewhere not in the UAE, and he was amazed that you see a flag, a UAE flag in that film, where he thought that it was not UAE. So this the moment is to capture. See? The kids can be heroes. These are my heroes in the films.
This is my painting. You see, I work. This is my painting done by canvas, and I'm using ink. And before that, starting to draw some details about the woman. And I tried to put the cross over that woman to give a feeling about the people that time, I mean all time, how they dealing with the woman. And you can see here, it's like two figures. Here's the head here, and this is the body, the legs, and then they have another one there. And you can see their head and the body is the legs there, and then they have another one there. It's beside these two, and then one in the middle, she's sitting there, and we have another one there. You can see that sometimes using my hand, it's like this, or the span. You see the line is coming because I like that textures. And then I keep some time here, little texture, and I not touch this area. Some area I put more ink, and then I make it dark more, and then some area I keep it that light, because I need to see the figures coming through my painting. I using the plastic, and then I put ink over the plastic, and then I cover myself by plastic like this, and then I starting to move like this inside my work, like this, and then I make the feeling of myself with the music, because I like that, moving. And then background is using music, because when I hear the music, they give me more feeling about my work. Give me more feeling about how I can move with the music. Sometimes I go like this and like that. Sometimes because using Leo music or the sea music. I mean, when they go to the sea, they have special music for the sea. But I can feel about the Lewa or the sea music. It's just close of what I feeling about human. When I see the man is song for the sea, they reaction about the pain and love sometime inside the sea, and then I trying that feeling is coming to my soul inside me, and I try to see the sound of the music or the word what they say it, and then try to push myself with the music, the tone of the music. Most of my work is black and white because I try to give the feeling about light and about the evils and good things in the life. I feel like that. because I'm interested about the magic and the people, how dealing with his life with magic. This is my painting. كيف الحال؟ حبيبي كيف حالك؟ شو اخبارك؟ كيف امورك؟ تمام؟
الله يعطيك
الله يبارك فيك.
انا سعيد جدا اني هذا فرصتي. I'm very lucky that I took some shots.
تشوف لوحاتي.
اي والله.
هذه عمل واحد من زمان عملته. اي على اساس الاسود ابيض.
حلو جميل. رائع. حلوه الخطوط مع الدوائر.
اي. Here I not paint in my hand. Here I press ink over the canvas, and then I try to put some figure. You can see some figure there, but I covering. I don't want to see it directly figures inside my phone, because here I go by shape, complete shape, and then white and black. You know, they give me light, and they give me a dimension at the same time. It makes like something is like abstract. You can see the dark, and then you can see the shadow there. To make my painting it's not like one line. It's not no one space. It's like a calligraphy. Calligraphy you can feel one dimension, but here's I'm trying to put 1, 2, and 3 is different a little. They give me more feeling about space and shadow and feeling about material.
Why are there no titles in your work?
For me, this title is not that important. I think it's the work and feeling for the person. They see my work. If you had told this moon, they have a picture of the moon. They trying to find the moon in my painting. For that, some painting, the big painting, is I said she and me, because I mean something in that work. But in this work, a little, I covering the woman, and then I don't want to say this she, because his part of me is coming to my painting. It's not that she inside my painting. I keep my woman in my heart. It is coming inside my painting. This is different between some painting I put the name, some painting I not put the name.
This is one of my paintings about the sweet potato. We always, when we eat the sweet potato comes inside of us. But how we come inside of the sweet potato? By imagination, like to have a kitchen and the sweet potato, or you have a house or whatever. We can't come inside of the sweet potato by imagination, I mean, by drawing the sweet potato. We try to reflect our life, our habits, our life with the sweet potato. We call it naked because as soon as or as long as it is inside in the soil, so we cannot see it. But when you bring it outside, it's like naked. I mean, we live on the land. He lives beneath or inside of the. So he drinks, we drink. He grow, we grow. We are in different colors or different shapes. He has different color and shapes. Here, where I live here, this house is related to my father. But before some years I came here and I tried to reconstruct the house as a place for me to draw here, to live here. My father is a farmer. That's why I got the idea of the sweet potato. And we always eat the sweet potato in the winter seasons. I can say I am a farmer, but I am an artist too. I plant my sweet potato on canvas and on papers. What I know is about the sweet potato. They said it came from South America, near the Titicaca Lake. The white one is more masculine, and the red one is feminine. This is the mystery of sweet potato, because it takes shapes of different creatures, like bears, human beings, man or woman, or birds. Yes, I'm living here in this house where I was born, but I need sometimes to travel abroad. When I go, I always write diaries. I describe what I see here or there. I draw some sketches there. Sometimes I write some ideas, then after 1 year I relate. I go back to these ideas, then I work by. So they are very important for my work. I was in Brazil, I was in Japan, I was in Holland, in Scotland, in France, in Spain, and Sri Lanka, and Egypt, and Argentina. Yeah.
Which place do you dream of going to next time?
Maybe I'm going to Peru or Latin America, maybe.
I like to work especially in the mountain in summertime. So I just go by my hands, and I get my materials there in the mountain, then I do my objects there, and I just need a camera to take the photographs for it. I found a lot of materials, natural materials in the mountain. Like, for example, dried branches from the trees. I found leaves I used stones, I used sand, I used the clay, I used the leaves. Everything, the nature, I used. I used the leaves. This is the leaves. It's kind of leaves from, we called it loza, or sometimes we called it bedam. It's a kind of a tree in the past we are using for coloring the clothes or the fabric. Sometimes I'm using from a newspaper, but almost I am buying my own paper from the shops. because paper and this mixed together with the glue, it's become, I get the color as I keep it, as the time I keep it on the water, and we will get the color when she dried. This is my studio. I mean, I am living in the house, so I work everywhere here in this part of my house. This has become, if we keep it more outdoors, more become darker. The material I feel it is a life material. She's a grow up, she's born, she grow up, she become old, then she die. Yeah, like a human being. Even when I am painting, first time I painting 3-4 painting together. So when I am working also on objects, I don't work in one piece. So always I am working with 2 or 3 or 4 pieces at the same time. I have no plan to, or I have no sketch before to make the shape. It's become like that. Then after I found it look like animal sometimes. Sometimes my friend, he come to me and said it look like a table or some. So it's the shape is giving another meaning. It's not meaning more than the eye what can say. So there is no hide meaning. Last year I was been in Dijon city. First time in Dijon, I saw all the people. They are the tourist people, or always all of them. They are looking up, looking to the building, looking to the top of the building because they are seeing a lot. Then suddenly I am looking to the floor. Then I found myself is only me who is looking to the floor. Because the floor was full of sign on the floor of Dijon. Then this is make me curious. This kind of sign in the floor of Dijon. So I have around not less than 300 photos for it.
Mohammed, what is it you have in your pocket?
Oh yeah, this is Kazan. It's my friend, almost my best friend. He's born in 1998 in Lamtara fuel station in Dubai. He's my best friend. Also, he's my family friend, and he's traveling a lot in the world. He likes to travel. He likes to make friendship. He have a lot of friends around the world, and each city at least he get one friend there. So Habibi, yeah. He said yes, he have a lot of friends, and he's also he become a famous. So and this year we start to exhibit his work. As example, the first exhibit for him is Kazan on Cairo and Kharfakan Art Center. This year. He liked to be in the camera. He liked very much to be in the camera. Kazan? Kazuni? Yeah. He liked it very much, the camera. And he have straight looking, you know, like this. Yeah, look how he look. Not here, not there. Huh?